Have you ever walked into a room and instantly felt welcome? Oh, so sorry. Bumped my head on the microphone. Have you ever walked into a room and instantly felt welcome? I know I have. Nobody had to say anything. Nobody handed you a manual or explained rules or anything like that. You just felt it. The energy, the kindness, the respect, the feeling that you belong. And then there are other places where you're, people just are guarded, like distrustful or divided, where everyone seems to be looking out only for themselves. Same world, very different experiences. Why? Why? Aloha Ohana. Today, this morning, we are combining Human Rights 28 and 29 for day 74 and 75 of the 100 Days Live Challenge. 100 days of lives in 100 days. Yes. So, the right to a social order where human rights can exist, and our responsibilities to the community around us. That is 28 and 29. And our responsibility is what? What do you think? Right? What is it? It is to contribute. So, all of that, it may sound complicated, but here's a simple version. Every one of us helps create the environment that we live in. Think about that. Every smile, every act of kindness, every lie, every rumor, every helping hand, every selfish decision, every encouraging word, every moment matters because communities don't just magically become healthy. People make them healthy. Same as communities don't magically become toxic. People make them toxic. Sometimes we spend so much time asking, what's wrong with the world? That we forget to ask, what am I contributing to the world? Now, that's a harder question because it puts responsibility back in our hands. Human rights number 28 reminds us that people deserve systems and communities where dignity can flourish. Human rights number 29 reminds us that freedom, yes, freedom also comes with responsibility. In other words, we don't just inherit the communities that we're in, we help create them. I learned this years ago. The people who changed my life, they weren't famous, they weren't rich or celebrities. They were ordinary people who chose kindness, who chose to see me. They encouraged me. There were people that believed in me before I even believed in myself. People who reminded me that I truly mattered. And because they did that for me, I now try to do that for others. And that is how communities grow. One person at a time, one kind act at a time, one encouraging word, one choice. So maybe the question isn't what kind of a world am I living in? Maybe the better question is what kind of world am I helping to create? Think about this. If every person treated people the way that you treated people this week, what kind of community would we have? Really think about that. Let me share my screen and I will play the videos for today. So yeah, I really like that one. Responsibility. Oh, let me pause it. It's still playing. Okay. Responsibility, right? We have the right to responsibility. That tells you something. You need to contribute in order for the world to be a better place. We can't just keep expecting things to change around us without us doing anything in it. So, like I said, that's the harder question, right? It's not what kind of world am I living in, but what kind of world am I helping to create? So, until next time, ahoy home and have a blessed day.